Let me say something most men don't hear. Just because you reacted doesn't mean you were the abuser. A lot of men come out of toxic relationships thinking, maybe it was me. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I pushed her to that point. And that right there is one of the deepest wounds from what's called reactive abuse. So in this episode, I'm going to break down what reactive abuse actually is, why it messes with your identity, why you feel guilt, shame, and confusion after it, and most importantly, how to heal and take your power back. Because if you don't understand this, you'll stay stuck in self-blame, even after you have left. So let's get into it.
Welcome to the Narc Free Man Podcast.
Welcome back to the Narc Free Man Podcast. I'm Philip Dugas. So what is reactive abuse? Reactive abuse is when someone pushes you over and over and over again until you finally react. You raise your voice, you snap, you say something out of character. And the moment you react, everything flips. Now you are the problem. Now you are the aggressive one. Now you are the abuser. Now you are the narcissist. But what people don't see is what led up to that moment. The gaslighting, the constant criticism, the emotional pressure, the confusion, the silent treatment, the manipulation. That's what built up inside you. And eventually you broke. That reaction wasn't who you are. It was what you were pushed into. This is why reactive abuse is so dangerous. It rewires how you see yourself. Because now you are not just hurt, you are questioning your identity. You are thinking, I've never acted like that before. That's not who I am. Why did I do that? And the narcissistic dynamic uses that against you because now they can point to your reaction and ignore everything that caused it. So now you are stuck replaying that one moment instead of seeing the full pattern. And that's what keeps you trapped, not physically, but mentally. I had a guy message me on Facebook recently and said that he yelled for the first time in his life. He slammed something, he said, and now he says he feels like he's the toxic one. And I told him this: you didn't become someone new. You were pushed past your limit. Now, there's a difference. And if you don't understand that difference, you'll carry shame that doesn't belong to you. After reactive abuse, this is what most men feel: guilt, shame, confusion, self-doubt. You replay the moment over and over. You wish you handled it differently. You start rewriting the story in your head to make yourself the problem. Because if it's your fault, at least it makes sense. But here's the truth. You are trying to make sense of something that was designed to confuse you. That's why you feel stuck. I want you to hear this clearly. Your reaction does not define you. The pattern does. One moment does not erase who you have been your entire life. But the environment you were in explains why it happened. And until you separate those two things, you'll stay stuck in guilt. And let's talk about how to heal from reactive abuse step by step. Let's get practical here. Here's how you actually heal from reactive abuse. Step 1 is to separate your identity from your reaction. You are not your worst moment. You are the man who was pushed into it. Start there. Step 2 is to look at the full pattern. Stop isolating the reaction. Look at everything that led up to it. That's where the truth is. Step 3 is to release false guilt. You can take responsibility for your reaction without taking responsibility for the entire situation. That's the difference. Step 4 is to rebuild self-trust. You have been trained to doubt yourself. Now you need to rebuild that. Start trusting your instincts again. start listening to your gut again. Step 5 is to stop replaying the moment. Every time you replay it, you stay stuck in it, and you don't heal from reactive abuse by reliving it. You heal by understanding it and moving forward. Step 6 is to regulate your nervous system. Your body has been in survival mode. That's why you reacted. Now you need to calm it down. So you need structure in your life, like a solid gym routine, going on walks, breathing, and just getting still. Get your body back to the baseline. All right, and step number 7 is to rebuild your identity as a man. Now, this is the most important step. You don't just heal, you rebuild. Who are you now? What do you stand for? What do you tolerate? Because the man you become after this is stronger than the one before it. You don't heal by proving you are not the problem. You heal by becoming someone who no longer tolerates the problem. Now, here's what most men get wrong. They either stay stuck in guilt or swing too far the other way and shut down emotionally. Neither works. You don't become cold, you become clear. You don't suppress emotion, you control it. If you have experienced reactive abuse, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You were pushed into a situation that brought out a reaction. Now your job is to rebuild from truth, not guilt, not shame, truth. If this episode hit you, if you have been carrying that weight, you are not alone and you are not crazy. If you want a step-by-step path to break free and rebuild your life the right way, grab my book, The Narcissistic Wife. It will give you clarity on exactly what you have been through and how to move forward. You can find it on Amazon. And if this helped you, share it with another man who needs to hear it. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.